Hey everybody, buying your first home is a huge milestone, and if you're thinking of making that move to Louisville, Kentucky, welcome. I know buying a home can feel overwhelming, especially if you're coming from out of state, but don't worry, I'm here to help. In today's video, I'm going to break down top tips for first-time home buyers in Louisville. Let's just jump right in. So number one, first tip, understand Louisville's real estate market. So first things first, understanding the Louisville market is key. Louisville's known for having an affordable housing market compared to many larger cities. But prices have been steadily rising. Depending on the neighborhood, you can find anything from charming historic homes to brand new construction. You'll want to know if it's a buyer or seller's market. When you're ready to make an offer, that's very important. Right now, the Louisville market is an absolute strange mix of buyer and seller market. Things are selling fast. Things are also sitting. It's just kind of a whole mix of everything. If you fall in love with a house, we will know. We will say, look, these guys are brand new to the market and have 20 showings. That's very different than this house has been sitting for 2 months. House specific at this point. So number two, get pre-approved for a mortgage before you start searching. And of course, this is if you're not going to pay cash. One of the biggest mistakes first-time home buyers make is looking at homes without knowing what they can afford. So getting pre-approved for a mortgage helps you set a realistic budget, and it shows sellers that you're a serious buyer. People get annoyed when they pack up their dogs and kids and keep the house clean and show to do a showing when the person's not even been qualified to purchase. People don't like that. I work with a network of trusted lenders in Louisville, and I'd be happy to connect you with someone that can get the ball rolling. So number three, know what you're looking for in a neighborhood. Louisville is a city full of character, and each neighborhood has its own unique vibe. Are you looking for a walkable community like the Highlands, or do you prefer a quieter suburban area like Middletown? Knowing what kind of neighborhood suits your lifestyle is essential. And since you're moving from out of state, I recommend visiting the city if possible, or I can give you virtual tours of different areas. I have shown homes and done the entire process with people that were going to be moving here later, all virtual. I don't love doing it that way, but it's possible. I really would love for you to come visit. Anyway, number four, consider future growth and resale value. Even though this is your first home, it may not be your forever home. So it's important to think about resale value. Louisville is growing, and new developments are popping up all over the place. Areas like Norton Commons and even Jeffersonville across the river are seeing a lot of growth. As your realtor, I'll help you identify neighborhoods that not only meet your needs now, but will also be great investments for the future. Homeownership is a great way to build wealth. You pay off your loan, the property usually rises in value. You're sitting there with a paid-for asset eventually. Number five, look into first-time home buyer programs and incentives. I can help you with some of these because as a first-time buyer, you may qualify for special programs that offer down payment assistance, lower interest rates, or some other benefits. Kentucky has programs specifically for first-time home buyers, and some lenders offer incentives that could save you thousands of dollars. I can walk you through all of the options and make sure that you're taking advantage of every opportunity available. You've got Kentucky Housing Corporation. Louisville Metro has some down payment closing assistance, things like that. There really are some great opportunities for first-time buyers. So number six, factor in closing costs and other expenses. One thing many first-time buyers forget is that your down payment isn't the only cost to consider. You'll need to budget for closing costs, which typically range between 2 to 5% of the purchase price. So these can include things like loan fees, title insurance. Always get title insurance. You usually start funding an escrow account for your insurance and your taxes, things like that. And don't forget about moving expenses and setting up utilities and such. We'll go over all of these costs up front so there's no surprises on closing day. Number 7, do not skip the home inspection. No matter how perfect a home looks, you'll want to get a professional inspection. A home inspector will check for potential issues with the roof, the foundation, the plumbing, everything. In Louisville, some homes, especially older ones, can have unique quirks and hidden issues. I'll help you find a trusted inspector to make sure everything is in good shape before you finalize your purchase. Oh, folks, real quick, if you like the videos, please subscribe and even click the little bell, and you'll get notified every time I drop a new video on the channel. If you're one of those folks that is truly interested in making a move to Louisville, Kentucky, just reach out. It's no obligation. We can just chat. If you check here on the screen, email, text, call, of course, though, sound the bugle. So we're going to get off to the races to make your move to Louisville a smooth one. So number 8, be prepared for a competitive market. In some Louisville neighborhoods, you might face multiple offers, especially for homes in popular areas. That's where I come in. I'll help you craft a competitive offer that stands out, whether that means being flexible with your closing date or making a stronger offer on price. There are terms besides price that is a factor when negotiating a real estate deal, and sometimes those can really help. So number 9, don't forget about local property taxes, and if you're in an HOA fees. Every city has its own property tax rates, and Louisville is no different. You'll want to factor these taxes into your monthly budget. Also, some neighborhoods and condos have homeowner association fees, HOA. Those things cover amenities or maintenance, the pool, keeping the grass cut, planting flowers, all that stuff. It's important to have an understanding of those before buying, because when you're making your budget, you will not want to forget about those kind of things. And I've talked about it in some other videos, of course, maybe the one on taxes. But there are several home rule class cities in Louisville, and it's like a city within a city, and they have their own taxing authority. So if you live in one of these, there's no way to tell just driving by. It looks like a neighborhood, but it's actually a little city that has a mayor and commissioners and all that stuff. You can never say if you move to Louisville, this is your tax rate, because there's so many different taxing entities depending on where you live. So number 10, and of course this is my favorite, work with a local realtor who knows Louisville. This is last but definitely not least. Work with someone who's an expert. I talk to folks all the time. Sometimes they don't use me, but a lot of them do. People moving in town. I love helping people move from out of town into town. And it's important that you don't just get some newbie that doesn't know the area, especially if you're doing a move from out of state. There's so many things to consider. Even doing a tour, if they just run through with their camera and they're not showing you all the defects in a house and what it looks like out front and what the drive is from the expressway, that kind of things, they're not doing a good job for you. So as someone who lives and works in Louisville, I'll help you navigate the process from start to finish. If it's finding the right neighborhood, negotiating the best price, or connecting you with local resources, I'm here to make your moves as smooth as possible. Buying your first home is exciting, and with the guidance that is proper from an expert, it can also be relatively stress-free. So if you're thinking about moving to Louisville, I'd love to help you find the perfect place to call home. Feel free to reach out with any questions, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the little bell so that you never miss another update. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to helping you find your new home right here in Louisville.